Hello and welcome to Out of the Question. And this is the 52nd episode. That means if I had made one episode every week for a year, this would be an exact year's anniversary. But I didn't make one every single day of the year, so now I have to celebrate the 52nd episode, not the first year anniversary. You understand? Absolutely you do. Because you're smart. You're smart. I like you. You're smart. Because this is somewhat of an anniversary episode, I wanted to do something a little bit different. And that little bit different thing is going through all my videos, or all out of the questions anyways, going through all those and reading the comments to see and find my favorites. Okay? So expect there to be a lot of Chloe, because Chloe is like the only person who comments regularly. Thank you, Chloe. True fan. And at the end, we'll celebrate with some cake. Sound good? Alright then, let's get started, shall we? So the very first Out of the Question episode was favorite food. And my favorite answer from that episode, Luke Restivo with his my favorite food is Pillsbury chocolate chip cookies because they are simply wonderful. I agree, they are wonderful. I think that might have actually been my response to it in that next episode. The next episode was favorite color, which by the way, even though all my walls are red and I'm wearing a red shirt against a red wall for some reason that I probably didn't think about at the time, my favorite color is blue. So for that episode, my favorite answer came from Christian Lashover. He says, my favorite color is blue. This answer has an interesting backstory because when we were kids, your favorite color was blue. Back then my favorite color was green, but for some reason, because your favorite color was blue, I decided that it was going to be my new favorite color. And voila, my favorite color has been blue since then. And then Chloe says, my favorite color is all of them because they're all so pretty and I just can't choose. And yes, all colors are pretty, except for a few of them, but we won't mention them. The next episode was special guest. And on that one, I actually had Christian Lashover on it. It's funny because I just talked about him. But my favorite answer from that one was, if you had $100, what would you do with it? Cameron says, buy a new pair of shoes with a little like perfect emoji. And Chloe Pajara says, if I had $100, I would buy either a puppy or a hoverboard. Puppy, totally reasonable. Hoverboard might be a little bit outside your price range. Just might want to check that, but good on you. The next episode, this is a good episode, Odd Habits. I actually think it's my most viewed episode. I would need to double check, or if it wasn't my most viewed episode, it was the one with the highest audience retention for a long time. I should actually check out and see which of my videos is doing the best. So in that one, I asked you, like, what were your odd habits, right? What were the things that you did as little tics that maybe annoyed people, maybe you didn't realize you did for a really long time, but now that you realize it, you're like, I do that? My favorite comments would be one from Chloe, because she says, my odd habit is whenever I get happy for someone, I fold my arms and grin and squeeze myself. LOL, it's very hard to stop. So she gets stuck like this a lot, apparently. And that's just pretty cute reaction to stuff. No! Another question was, who has impacted your life? This was really, really kind of deep, but good question. I liked it. And my favorite answers from that one are, Cameron Stevo says, for me, striving to be someone. My dad has impacted my life the most there. For my spiritual growth would be my dad as well, but for spiritually challenging myself would be Todd White. And Chloe says, Jesus? Yay, I don't know. Anyone else? LOL? So, it's okay if you don't know anybody. And Dylan Hogan asked me, who is your favorite president? We'll go with George Washington. Sure. Next one, which I think I was running out of ideas at the moment I was thinking of this episode, but it was, what is your favorite video game? And so, Chloe Pajaras says, my favorite game is Minecraft. Love Minecraft. Very good choice. Not necessarily one of my favorites, but very educational, gets you very creative. 10 out of 10, would say anybody should play Minecraft. Next episode was the dumbest thing that you've ever done. This episode needs a revision because I have more to add to it. Chloe says, when I was on FT, don't know what that is, something happened to the connection and I just kept talking. Oh, FaceTime, okay. When she was on FaceTime and something happened to the connection, she just kept talking for like 2 minutes and then finally realized that she was talking to a blank screen the whole time. Don't worry, Chloe. I talk to myself all the time thinking that there's somebody there. I think they call it schizophrenia. You're just fine. And Cameron Restivo says, I can't even think of the dumbest thing I've done because there's too many. However, this one you'll remember because it was right in front of your house. We were at a party and I was recovering from an ankle injury and I was complaining about the sports trainer to everyone there and how she was absolute garbage in his eyes. And unfortunately for him, not me, I wasn't the one doing it, for Cameron, her brother was here and was like, oh yeah, that's my sister. And that was the last time I complained about someone in front of a crowd to really anyone. So yeah, don't complain because you'll find that somebody's brother is there. And sometimes that'll get your face punched. I found that out from experience. Not really, that was a joke. I've never been punched for that reason. So, this was a fun one. What was your favorite hobby? I have a lot of things that I like to do a lot. And on this one, Chloe posted an extremely long comment, which I just opened by accident, and I didn't mean to, so just had to scroll for like a minute to get to the bottom of it. But her answer was, for that one, was, blah, 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 blah. But for Chloe, she says her answer is video game playing, going in my room alone and singing, watching TV, school, hanging out with friends, thinking, playing with my cat, watching YouTube, and as you can see, her life is pretty boring. But hey, I mean, everything you listed is basically what everyone's life is, so we're just all dull. So it's all good, right? We're all here together, living as dull a life as we can. For the episode after that was Where Do You Vacation? And Laura Flores, my mom, she says, I think the mountains on a lake where I could hike and kayak would be her ideal vacation. And Cameron Restivo says, some of my favorite vacations would have to be the ones where we go to like Disney with the whole family or to the beach and stuff like that, because those are always his favorite. The next episode is Best Movies Ever, which I put as a extended special episode because I forgot to edit it whatsoever. So I just recorded and posted it because I'm bad like that. So Chloe says her favorite movies would be Jurassic World, Journey to the Center of the Earth, Descendants, and Tangled. She could go on more, but that would take forever. See, I actually have like a list. I'm like, these are my favorite movies. The rest of these I really enjoy, but these are my favorites. And Cameron Restivo says, my all-time favorite standalone movie, because he has one, which is impressive, would be The Iron Giant. He absolutely loves the story of the boy and the robot and the struggle to find who you are in a world where you are different. If you've never seen Iron Giant, go watch it. It is amazing. Because it was getting close to because it was getting close to the Halloween time, I asked you guys what the scariest sounds you knew were. Chloe Pajares says, scary music in movies, it's just plain scary. Notice she put plain like the one that flies, like, so she does not like scary plain music in movies. Alright? Hearing cars pass by at nighttime, it's really loud. Cats hissing, it makes me jump, which is kind of funny because she owns a cat, but I guess cats don't really hiss at you very often. And shark music, like dun, right? And hearing screaming in the background. Oh, this is truly the best answer on this one right here. Dylan Hogan says, not many sounds bother me, but one sound that just terrifies me is Cameron Restivo singing. Horror upon horror has come out of that mouth time and time again. The world may never recover from hearing such horrendous sounds, which are the vocal pipes inside of Cameron. Next one is, what is your biggest dream? I remember that one I made a joke about the biggest dream, so I was like, oh yeah, I had a dream where I could see like all the way to the other side of the world or something like that, just as a joke. And I said something about the render distance was really far. And so Christian commented on that one. He was like, oh, how about that render distance? Because he's a tech nerd. But then I actually got serious and was asking people, you know, like, legitimately, like, what is a really, really big dream that you have? Something that you want to achieve? And so Christian again continues, one of his biggest dreams is to get married. Progress is pretty slow, but I'm believing that day will come. But let me tell you something. He moved out of state to a state where there are actually women. You know, now all he has to do is just actually talk to them. I think that would be the next step. Don't know how that's going, but he better get on it, because once he gets a girlfriend, then I can start telling her all the embarrassing stuff that I know about him. Like, I don't know. He doesn't really do much, so maybe I don't really have anything embarrassing to say to him. But anyways, I get to make up stuff. I get to make up stuff and tell her about it. That would be fun. And Chloe Pajaras says, I don't have any dreams, because that's how sad I am. Frowny face. She's like, just kidding. First, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. It seems like so much fun. But let me tell you something. If you have a phone or a camera, you just set it up, hit record, and do whatever you were wanting. That's it. And then you just upload it to YouTube. That's how you start. Like, I'm not joking. It's what I had to do. I mean, it's not what I did, because I got the GoPro first, because I was like, I need something. That's a lot of an explanation that I don't need to go into. She's like, second, I've always wanted to be a vet, but it takes like 12 years in school, but you can actually be one. And I don't want to wait that long. And finally, three, I've always, and I mean always, wanted to have a pet white tiger. Oh, and I've always wanted a dog too. Make sure that the dog and the tiger are raised up together, because otherwise the tiger, just might eat the dog, just maybe. Oh, this is a good episode. What 5 words describe you? And I just want to make a comment that I made the first time around on my sister's comment. She says, for herself, resilient, kind, responsible, inclusive, and devout. Obviously, she's fluffing it a little bit, but And she says, I think your list is good, but I would remove the annoying one because I don't believe we should label ourselves with negative words. Still a snowflake statement. Just saying, okay? But anyways, Cameron Restivo says the 5 words that describe me are hysterical, gorgeous, charismatic, exquisite, and humble. He's like, was it Drax? He's like, I too am incredibly humble. And Christian says 5 words that describe me are logical, persistent, nerdy, friendly, and attentive. Another video that I have is, what is your happy place? Slavigs, I don't know. Barnes & Noble is my favorite place ever way. By the way, this is Gage, Luke's friend from soccer. Hello, Gage. He's never commented on another video. I'm just realizing that. Not a true fan. Alexa says, my happy places are porches, especially porch swings, which gotta agree with you there. This is pretty amazing. And in front of fireplaces. Ooh, a porch swing fireplace. Follow me? Yeah, that'd be pretty amazing. Being on the river has always been a happy place, and anywhere I can be in the company of people I love. Well, you gotta find some people that you love first, and then you can be in their company. And Christian Lashover says, my happy place are the places I'm sitting right now, a very specific spot on my sofa. I know that spot. You can literally see the indent from his 2 butt cheeks on it. Theme parks are also some of his favorite, with coffee shops and sometimes my school table and my bed. I agree with beds. Those are very good. 10 out of 10 would suggest anybody sleeping in beds. Ooh, I like this one. What music gives you chills? I'm realizing I have a good bit of questions about sound, which is interesting because I don't really obsess over sound that much. I don't think. Maybe I do. Questioning the universe. Laura Flores says, I'm pretty sure I don't love music enough to get chills from it. Sorry. Well, what a sad life you must live. What a sad, strange little man. Cameron Restivo comments, If You Want Love by NF. It's The Bridge. Shame by Andy Mineo. And it's when Josh Garrels, the featured singer, sings, Jesus washes away all my sins, but in his higher voice, so falsetto. You Love Me Anyway by Sidewalk Prophets. It's The Bridge. A Prayer by King Kaleidoscope. Towards the end, and that's too long. I'm just gonna move on to the next comment. Christmas list. I asked that one because I wanted to hint to my mother. I was like, hey, these are the things that I would like, just, maybe if you wanted to. Chloe Pajara says, my list is filled with clothes, movies. You may think this one is weird, but I have honeycomb on my Christmas list. I've always wanted to try it. Looks so good. Anyways, the main thing I want is a Kindle Fire! So, yeah, that would answer your question. Oh, and I want Minecraft story mode. I have more, but it's so much to say. Oh, and will you ever do a live stream, like a vlog live stream? I thought about doing this like a live stream, but I won't be free to do it. And I also It's too, like, I would need, like, time to warm up and tell people, like, hey, I'm going to be live streaming, and I've been forgetting to do that. So, maybe at some point, but I just gotta remember to tell people that I can do a live stream. And I'm curious if you got that honeycomb. And now I'm wondering, do you want that, like, Minecraft Dungeons that's coming out now? Since you want Minecraft Story Mode, you know, just maybe. Maybe, are you interested in that? Do you even know that exists? Who knows? I remember this one. What are you thankful for? Cameron says, thankful for the family, my real friends that are always there. I know lots of people aren't blessed with those. The talents and abilities God has given me, my earthly possessions, and most importantly, God's grace. Lord knows where I'd be without that one today. Truly, only the Lord knows. And Chloe Pajares, keeping it really simple like she normally does. Food! Gotta say, I agree. It's hard going through 52 questions. It starts to burn your throat out. I'm starting to think this was a bad idea for a 50-second episode. The most wonderful thing about Christmas. Chloe says, I love everything about Christmas. It's amazing. Laterally the best holiday ever. I just love the feeling of Christmas and, of course, the music. The music of Christmas is pretty amazing. Like, it's hard to find a song that I don't like. Except for Santa Baby, leave a simple under the tree. I don't know, I get tired of that song. Cameron says, love the family time, the lights and parties, the cookies, receiving and giving presents, the sweaters, the 89-degree weather, everything. I don't know what there is to dislike. My favorite holiday is June 14th, Flag Day. Wait, that's also my birthday too. Wow, what a coincidence. I love how the first part of his answer sounded like something that you'd hear on some Disney or children's movie. It's like this little kid's like, I love the family time, the lights and parties, the cookies, receiving and giving presents. Let's see. Best Christmas movies. I'm not surprised by the fact that I asked people about a lot of Christmas movies, because I really love movies. Cameron says, Unaccompanied Minors is a great underwatched one. Also, just the lines we quote. Elf. Chloe, Elf, Jingle All the Way, Home Alone, and The Grinch. I like The Grinch because it's voiced by, what's his face, who played Frankenstein's monster? Boris Karloff. It's narrated by Boris Karloff. Great stuff. Favorite Christmas events. Man, so many videos that I pumped out during Christmas time. Something attached to my foot that shouldn't be there. Okay. Cameron says all the parties and getting to see people. That's what he likes during Christmas time. Chloe says I like to go to Christmas parties. And the next one would be favorite Christmas song, which apparently I don't know. The orders seem to be out of whack on this thing. Okay, keep going, Caleb. You can do it. You're almost to the end. Oh my goodness! Stop sending me messages, people. Failed career. I remember this one. Liked it a lot. Cameron says, being an astronaut, but NASA said no. Pretty sure he never even got to NASA to ask that question. He'd also like to be a marine biologist, but organic chemistry doesn't agree with me. I agree with your statement. A professional soccer player, but track requires so much less skill. A movie creator, but that's not entirely gone, just mostly. I bet at this point it's entirely gone because he still has never picked up a camera to this day. Christian says, some things I've considered as career options but decided against pursuing are being a biologist, not biologist, mathematician, an electrical engineer, and an economist. Oh, this one is good. It's called What's in a Name? And I ask you, what does your name mean? Chloe says the origin is Greek and means is fresh blooming in a green shoot, which means like a young plant growing. Chloe is also in the Bible. The one who, oh my goodness, Chloe. Punctuation, I'm reading this all wrong. Like a young plant growing. Chloe is also in the Bible. The one who started the name was a goddess, I think. I'm not completely sure, but you'll have to look it up before yourselves, whatever. Cameron, origin is from England, and it's a Scottish surname, whatever that is. It means crooked nose or crooked river. Crooked river. Okay, I am tired of doing this, so we're just going to cut it there and say we did it, and go ahead and eat that cake because it's been waiting the whole time. Okay, you guys ready for this? Here comes the cake, and That's not cake. Man, cake was a lie. See you next week. I'm so disappointed in myself.